Welcome to the Awakening Hour with June the NBIC, airing every night at 9 p.m. Here we keep our foot on the neck of false teachings and challenge Euro-Christian ideologies head-on. We stand on facts over beliefs, insertions and assumptions as we journey together on a path of pure righteousness, guided by true African spirituality or Alkebulan wisdom. Each episode is part of a powerful movement to reclaim our identity, uplift our community, and walk in the power of truth. Tune in nightly at 9 p.m. for transformative insights and hard-hitting discussions as we unmask hidden truths and rise to our fullest potential.
All right. What it do, y'all? It's your brother, man, from the motherland, coming to you guys live from the NY, back with another one on our ROD. For those that don't know who I am him, Junes, the NBIC. And of course, I represent our ROD. I want to give nothing but thanks and honor to the ancestors. Want to give thanks and honor to the creators. Want to give thanks and honor to the supporters, the followers, and every single person that allows me to do what I do best. And that is to continue keeping my foot on heathens, Hebrews, and all these heathenites. Next round of applause for that. Yeah. My apologies. I haven't been on for a couple of days. I was dealing with a shoulder injury, as you guys can see. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show you. So you know. Although we put my mic down, as you can see. So I pulled a nerve within my right shoulder. And it's been an issue I've been dealing with for a couple of years. I know when my shoulder got back to like 70%, I was supposed to do intense workout on my shoulders to bring back the strength, because I got there's like a muscle, I forgot what they call it, but it's in here that you're supposed to strengthen it up. And when I pulled my when I was younger, I never, did the initiative things to, strengthen it up. So any little thing, any little quick movement without me, it's gonna pop and then it's gonna hurt. And as I'm getting older, the pain is beyond severe. So that's my apologies for that. Definitely will be on later on today, tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably be doing my lives in my truck, depending on how the schedule looks like. But we'll definitely be outside today. But with that being said, let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation. Now, a lot of you guys is, seeing the title, and a lot of you guys are waiting to see what I'm about to say. So check this out. Um, Now that the feast days are over, have we gotten closer to God? Have you gotten closer to your God? Because black people got over 23 trillion different beliefs. Since the Abrahamic feast days of March is over, have you gotten closer to God? Have you? Can you honestly say, yes, I got closer? Can you honestly say, yes, the end is getting nearer? Can you honestly say that? Can you? Hmm? I'm not even going to do too much talking. I rather just show you. I'd rather just show you than tell you. Let's do this. So, for those that don't know about the Abrahamic religions, the Abrahamic religions are all religions that falls in line with Christianity, Judaism, and Islam. These are the three religions that's literally the governors of this earth at this particular moment. These three religions. Now, these three religions was also three religions that was enforced, brutally enforced upon black people. This can't be disputed. These are the facts. Now, these three religions are now being practiced by black people in every sect. For example, Judaism, we know in the month of March, Judaism celebrates the Feast of Purim, right? We got others that believe that this is the New Year. You got others that believe that this is the Passover. Then you got the Christians who's doing the Lent, and Ash Wednesday was last week. Then you got the Ramadans, the Arabs that's doing the Ramadan. I just find this so ironic that all of this is happening in the month of March, which is in reference in honor to the god called Nissan. Yes, Nissan. The car that you drive is it's in honor to a god. That's why it's so trash. Even all the cars, Lexus is worship to Lucifer. Chrysler is the sacrifice of Christ. It's a worship to Christ. Um, what's the other one? There's another brand, Toyota. You know what I'm saying? The horns is it's a worship. You understand? Uh, uh, what's the other one? There's a couple of brands of cars that we got and we drive and we go around the world, and it's literally a worship to these deities, just like Monday is a worship to Mungod, and then Tuesdays and Wednesdays, everything that's in the language of English, it's a worship to fallen deities. And this is where I ask those questions, but we're going to dive into those questions later. Let's continue doing what we're doing as far as the Feast of Purim and the Feast of and all these feast days that comes on in the in the month of March. I said the month of March. You hear me? What is Purim? For those that don't know, we're going to break that down. A joyous celebration of the Jewish people deliverance from Haman's plot in ancient Persia. When is it celebrated? On the fourth day of the Adar in the Jewish calendar, often falling in March, which also means the month in worship of Nisan. You can look these up. Through customs, costume parties, reading the book of Esther, giving gifts, and festival meals. And I seen this the other day. I had to ask somebody because ever since I have deconstruct myself from the ideologies, like my soul has removed myself from all participations and understandings when it's pertaining to the Biblos or their religious beliefs. And like I'm staying away from that. Like I don't want no parts of it. I don't want nothing religion. I want everything righteous. I don't want nothing religion. If you want to teach me anything about who I am, it can't come in the guidelines of religion. You even pull out a book and says, no, the name is not Jesus, is this? It's a dub. If you say his name is not that, is this, it's a dub. Because the story does not fit our narratives and we are unable, uneducated. Don't listen to the nonsense that they tell you got to be in the spirit. That's pure BS. You're uneducated and we don't have enough knowledge to combat these historians who spend the entire life upholding this ideology. And remember that the ideology is not coming from you, it's coming from them. This is another feast, the Feast of Esther. Morning, daytime, evening. Fast beginning at dawn. Many attempt special synagogue services. Time for reflection on the queen courage. Look, they're fasting. So the Jewish people are fasting in March. You got the Hebrews that's gonna be fasting in March because they're gonna tell you that you gotta serve the Feast of Unleavened Bread. So you can't eat bread. So you're fasting from that. Then you got the Islam people who's fasting as well until 7 o'clock at night, where they can smoke their blunts, drink their alcohol, and take a life. I'm just telling you the truth. Nobody don't find that kind of strange. You don't find that kind of strange. Okay, cool. Let's continue. Passover. Cleaning, shopping, learning, inventing, inviting. Christianity. Christianity has their own slot in March as well. Lenten season. Prayer, deep connection with, listen, look. prayer, deep connection with God, fasting. So all three religions is fasting in the month of March, abstaining from food or luxuries, almsgiving, sharing with those in need. This is all going on in the month of March, right? March 19th, honoring Jesus' earthly father across South Africa. In March 9th, on March 19th in South Africa, they're giving worship to Joseph. In Africa, they're giving worship to Joseph. Okay? Special masses, Catholic churches held dedicated services with traditional hymns. St. Joseph table. Some communities share food with the poor after service. Isn't that what they're doing? Sharing with those in need, abstraining from the food of luxuries, fasting. Huh? Many celebrate with special meals and prayers at home. This is not me saying this. Christianity. The annunciation, March 25th, fixed feast days, exactly 9 months before Christmas. Celebrating angels telling Mary she will give birth to Jesus. So now they're worshiping and giving honor to Gabriel. Special services, both Catholic and Orthodox churches hold special liturgies. Islam, and Ramadan observance. We're gonna ride through it because we got so much to do in the AM. Sight the moon. Ramadan begins when the new crescent moon is spotted. That's one. Two, pre-dawn meals before beginning the day's fast. Here's another fast. Breaking the fast at sunset, often with the dates and water. Prayer and reflection. Increase devotion throughout the day while fasting. Everybody's fasting in the month of March. In the month of March, nobody is saying anything. Nobody questioned that. Okay. Here's more. It's not finished. Special prayers, night vows, and prayers at mosques across South Africa. They doing this in South Africa as well. Okay. Quranic rec- recitation, reading passages about Muhammad night journey, spiritual reflections, contemplating the spiritual significance of the ascensions. These observances commemorates Prophet Muhammad's night journey to Jerusalem. Oh, hold on. Now Muhammad is going to Jerusalem. Hold on. Hold on. Okay? And association to heaven. The date varies based on the Islamic lunar calendar. It doesn't stop there, guys. It doesn't stop there. Oh, it does stop there. I forgot I removed that one. But last but not least, even those that's in the so-called awakening with the Bantus is celebrating the Abrahamic feast day as well. And we still have yet, guess what, guys? We still have yet to see that these religions was given unto us by the enemy. Wait till you see what I got for you tonight. I was gonna give it to you the night before last night, but I was too tired. My wife made me some a Chipotle bowl. That joint put me out. I was off that. And like I said, my shoulder hurting, so I need all the rest I can all the rest I need to heal this, because this is severe pain. Like I can't even lift up like I need both my hands. You know what I'm saying? Like I literally need my other hand to lift my hand up. That's how painful this joint is. But yeah, nobody is questioning these feast days that's making their way into the El Kebulan. We're celebrating feast days that was given unto us. And I'm going to prove to you, I just played. I was watching a video yesterday. A sister was in South Africa with the EC. I forgot the name of these people. The oldest tribe in South Africa. Guess what? Guess what she observed and what I observe. Are you guys ready? They didn't have no fringes on. They didn't have no borders of blue. They was trying to make fire. And when the fire was not doing what they set it out to do, you know what they decided to do? They decided to chant and make songs and hymns to the fire god and ask the fire god to come and present and start this fire. Now, why am I saying this? Why am I saying this, Jones? I'm saying this is because we have gotten to the point of forgetting who we are. So not only are we forgetting who we are, we're basing who we are from the information and ideologies and viewpoints of the enemy. You see the people that run the world want you to participate in either religion, because no matter what it do, you're going to be more focusing on that than focusing what's the real issue, and it's them. Now here's a group of people, the oldest tribe in South Africa, have no recollection of no commandments. Have no recollection of no commandments, no feast days, no holy days. These are the oldest people in South Africa. No, they speak them with the click and everything. And that's another thing that I get pissed off when I hear people saying the foolishness. Oh, we've been discontinued from our heritage. We're coming back. You know, our heritage also come with language. We didn't lose our language. The Alkebulan people never lost their language. They just lost their way of life because their heritage was removed through Christianity, through Islam, through Judaism, through this Hebrewism, through this Bantuism. You see, the people that I speak to and the questions that I ask are people that's not connected to religion, bro. These are the people that you have to talk to. You have to talk to the people that's not connected to religion, because religion automatically puts you in a state of mind. It automatically puts you in a state of division. Guess what, Kebulans? We're not in a position to be thinking like that. We're not in a position to feel like we're better than anybody, to feel like we got more knowledge than anybody. You are not in that position. I am not in that position. And we need to realize that. We're giving men way too much credos, especially men that's regurgitating the same things that, you know, now they're giving it to you free 99, but they're regurgitating the same thing that your ancestors rejected and they was hung and separated and beaten and abused for. Come on. The walls of Zimbabwe had nothing to do with Jerusalem, bro. Nothing. These people don't know nothing about that, bro. Anything of Christianity that came into those areas of the Congo came with King Alfonso, bro. Prior to that, he made it a decree to convert everybody into Christianity. Prior to that, nobody knew nothing of this. I can tell you, matter of fact, well, I'm gonna tell you the name of the gods of the Congos that they was calling on. Hold on. Let me show you. Let me pull this up. Let me see if I can find it. True word. Let me see if I can find it. Give me a second. Okay. Let me find it. This is the God. This is the God of the Zulu, South Africa. They don't call on Sunini. They call on this right here. Let me say it for you. Unkula Kulu. That's the supreme God they call on. Unkula Kulu. Let me say it again. Unkula Kulu. Unkula Kulo. You want me to spell it out for you? It's Unkulunku. That's who they call on as their supreme deity. Oh, they got a female counterpart too. Hold on. Let me say it for you. You Una Kumbilwana. I can't say these names. This is another point that I be trying to make. Look at how these names and how these things are spelled. How the fuck is American English writings in cities that you find in the biblos in a West South African El Kebulan speaking land? Where did that come from? Don't worry, I'll show you. I'll show you. Let me see if I can find it. Because I do my research, guys. You gotta be thinking that I be sitting here playing. Nah. I'm gonna expose all of this until there's no more exposure, bro. We're gonna expose this until there's no more exposure, bro. Look, okay. So th- this is Bethany and Sierra Leone, right? Missionaries likely connected with Christian missionaries during the early colonial eras. Those specific names are hard to trace. Date: established in the 19th century during the missionary activities in Sierra Leone. Okay, originally likely British missionaries during the colonial era. So British English speaking men came into your land, said, we're gonna call this area out of this book right here. And I bring this up, I said, hold on. Look how the names like Sunini Nanini, look at the writings, the spellings, all of these things are in place. Nobody is questioning. None of these things is being questioned. That's a problem. That's a problem. I'm listening to people's names and it's El Kebule all through it. I can hear it. But then you're going to take me to a location. And this is the sad part. Let me show you the sad part, people. I'm going to tell you the sad part. The sad part is that they will also put names that doesn't even spell the same way. And they will say, look, if you remove the I, that's what it really means. Like, oh, my nigga, take a seat, bro. Sit down. Right? Galilee. Look, they got Galilee in Liberia too. I thought it was in South Africa. They got it in Liberia too. Missionary, British missionary, although exact names are unclear, there is a documented presence of missionaries in Liberia in the 1800s, dated early 19th century, post-American colonial society establishments. Okay, origin American and British missionaries. Okay, Jerusalem and Ghana. Hold on, missionaries likely named by Christian missionaries during the British colonial period, though there is no specific missionary names in records dated in the 19th century. People don't understand the 19th century, the late 1800s, 19th centuries, it was a full-fledged missionary attack all over the world. They were setting up the stage. Niggas is still not waking up. It's right in front of you. Put the book down for a minute. Put the book down. Say creators. Say whatever you call on. If you want to say Sunini Nanini, say it. If you want to say Modimo, say it. Whatever you call on, call on it. Call on it and call on them without the reference of the book. Speak to them as a person just trying to seek wisdom and knowledge and see what you get. See what you get. Because you guys don't realize that the hypnosis is not the word, it's not God, the creators, that's making you hypnotize. It's the word that the top writers, put together by King James. True word. The top writers put together by King James literally created a spell book to keep you under their control. I have never been more alive since. I'm like, damn. Wow, I was really under hypnosis. I was just talking to the Wiz this morning, like, yo, wow. She was like, yo, just imagine that you literally used to come from that. I was like, yo, biggest disappointment. Because what this religion thing do, it keeps you away from real reality. It makes you fearful. It makes you a coward. It makes you take the back seat. It makes you focus on what you're supposed to focus on when the main focus is each other. We are all we got out here. I spent 10 plus years into this mockery, and I missed out 10 plus years in my people's lives. I've devoted 10 plus years into people that you thought would be the replacement for the 10 plus years that you stepped away from people that you grew up with. Then you found out that it's not. All of it is BS, pure BS. It's all about following my belief. You're my mans, you're my peoples as long as you follow my belief. And that's what I thought. I was like, I can't be a part of stuff like that. I was like, yo, my right-hand man came to me right now and said, yo, Junes, I'm a full-fledged atheist. Because he's an atheist, I no longer can't chill with him. I must forget that we grew up in school together, went through our ups and downs. When I came into the Hebrew faith and I was doing all this nonsense, one thing for certain, two things for sure, my niggas was still by my side. My nigga was like, yo, Junes, you go ahead and do what you do, bro. We ain't into that. We ain't doing that. But you know where we at. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no love laws. Brothers ain't, they wasn't inviting me to the strip clubs no more. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't going into the foolishness. I wasn't going into the genocide and the disrespecting of women and men. I wasn't going into that type of atmosphere. So they know that, right? But they respected that. And they never change. You know what I'm saying? They pull up, they be like, yo, bro, I ain't gonna lie, so I'm about to roll this blunt. I'm like, yo, do you? Yo, bro, I ain't gonna lie. It was a level of respect. Like, nah, I respect what you doing, but I ain't gonna, this is me. This is who I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm posted on the block. I gotta do what I gotta do. And me as a El Kebulan, I gotta respect that because our people are in these circumstances not on our behalf. We was placed and put into these circumstances, so of course you're gonna get a different reaction. And I have to see that before I point the fingers and say, "Why are you doing this? And you shouldn't did that." Look at the circumstances. And look who put us in these circumstances. And if you want to go according to the Biblos is the reason why we here. We was told because we was disobedient, we didn't keep God's commandments is the reason why we're suffering. But when I look around, I see everybody keeping God's commandments, but the people that's keeping God's commandments are still at the bottom. And the gods that we calling on is only igniting and uplifting and uprising a particular group of people. You want to know who this group of people are? They are the group of people that the book that you're reading is talking about. Or the book that they gave you and they told you, and it's about them. So every time you call on Yahweh, every time you call on Yahushua, anytime you call on Yah, Jehovah, anytime you call on these gods, guess who you giving power to? And every time you disrespect the creators and you associate the creators with this book, you getting violated. I see it already. Trust me. People is not going to tell you, but I know. I know. I see the atrocities that's happening. Why is that? See, the ancestors is not accepting that no more. It is over for that. It is over for that. And before you be a jackass and want to stick to your guns or the biblos, go speak to some people. And I advise everybody, go on TikTok. There's African spiritual people out there. Go speak to the people that's not been colonized mentally through religion. Speak to the people that's still living on the earth. Speak to the people that's still doing black people stuff. Speak to the people that's doing black magic. Speak to the people that's doing the black customs and traditions. Speak to those people. Don't speak to the people that just came out of church Sunday 6 months ago, 6 years ago, and all of a sudden found a new. No, don't speak to them because they already been compromised. You got to speak to those that's not compromised. And there are millions of people that's there that's not compromised. And I showed you the video. I mean, I seen the video yesterday. And if you want the video, just send me a DM, whether it's leave it in the comments or you send me a DM through social media, Instagram, TikTok, no matter. I'm going to give it to you. And you're going to see. You're going to see that they don't believe in none of the nonsense that these people are selling us. It's lies. Think about it. Wherever these religious people are, wherever these biblos go, when you look at who's governing those areas, those locations, you'll see that it's not us. You'll see that it's them. You'll see that. Did you know that the Catholic Church is an LLC? It's a nonprofit. Did you know that America is a nonprofit? Yo, and do you know what it is to have a nonprofit? Do you guys know the true definition of what a nonprofit is? Somebody that has a nonprofit is somebody that owns slaves. Let me say that again. Somebody that has a nonprofit or people that own slaves. Now take that with you. Okay? That's why the churches is 501c3 nonprofit. That's why these schools is nonprofit. That's why these hospitals is nonprofit. Because guess what? They get to house, and experiment on what? On slaves, which is who? Us. Stop playing with me. Stop playing. Question everything that's coming your way. How can the word of the creators be associated with the same feast days in the same month, worshiping the same gods? Just because you have a different feast day, you're doing it in their month. The calendars that you're reading, they gave it to you. You're basing it off the writings that they put together. You didn't get that from El Kebulan people. The gods that you're calling on, the book that you're reading is about them. That's their story. That's their writings. It's not yours. You can't prove it. Miss me with that. We read in New Testament. I have the book for the New Testament. This is where the New Testament comes from, guys. This is where the New Testament comes from. This entire book is literally where the New Testament comes from. And I got the Book of the Dead. And I got 2 more books that I'm waiting on. What are we talking about? We still looking to be led astray? We still looking to be led into a ditch? My nigga, Judaism is not going to give you salvation. Christianity is not going to give you salvation. The Biblos is not going to give you salvation. Islam not going to give you salvation. The Quran chronology. Come on. If you missed the verdict last week, go watch it. I played a video for you. Shout out to the sister. Shout out to Queen Valiera. Come on, man. Stop. Make it make sense, bro. You all commodity, bro. The slave master will never give you anything to get to set you free. They'll only give you stuff for possibility, hope, intersection, and interjections, assumptions, and beliefs. That's all you're going to get. We got black people arguing with black people over European writings. Well, my brother, no, my nigga, sit your ass down. You don't know what you talking about. We're not about to sit here and have a whole conversation about, how the white man did this to the book. And I'm like, yo, my nigga, if the white people did all this to the book, then why are we still reading it? If we know all this plagiarism took place in the book, why are we still reading it? Don't tell me, oh, just wait. The God is opening the eye. God is not doing nothing. Because the more eyes we're opening, the more inflation on the earth is happening. The more eyes we're opening, the more power these people that gave you this religion is having, and you're still at the bottom. When are we going to connect back to El Kebulan? When are we going to call on El Kebulan gods? Hold on, man. Let me show you something. Wait. When are we going to do that? Why can't we do that? Hold on. Let me see if I can pull it up on my screen. Okay. Right here. When are we going to do this? You move me over here. Move me over here. When? When are you when are you biblical scholars and dick riders are gonna take the time out to go look into that? Look at the images. These are black people. They look just like you. Look at the Opatala. Look just like you. Look just like Abram. Could it possibly that the story that they're telling you comes from that? Look. Why are you not calling on that? Huh? Why are you not calling on Yemaya? You want to call on Jeremiah. Why you don't call on Yemaya? She's right here waiting for you. Why you don't call on Shango? Ogun is what the Haitians was calling on when they got their freedom. Huh? Huh? O'Shea is who they was calling on to get their freedom. Why you not calling on none of that? Why you not doing the initiative to do homework and study and learn more about that? That's actually black people. And I'm sure the information that you could get about that can be given to you and proven by black people. And of course, you're going to get the European versions. They're going to tell you all of this is evil. So why are you doing this? This is evil. Come to Jesus. Jesus, the white man. You know, the nigga that gave you salvation. The nigga that put you in slavery. The nigga that lynched your moms and burnt your house in the name of Jesus. Put the cross in front of it, set it on fire, and let you know that this is what Jesus do. He burns the world. Stop. This is what I'm talking about. I'm upholding El Kebulan knowledge and wisdom. We ain't here for none of all that extra stuff. Tell them on them, y'all could keep that, bro. These niggas is feast of this, feast of that. When are you gonna do? When you gonna have a feast to these ancestors? When you gonna have a feast to your grandmother, your mother, your family members that actually passed away? When you gonna do something for them? When you gonna stop? When you gonna wake up? This is why I asked the question. Now that the feast days is over, how closer to God have you become? Are you closer this year than you was last year? Have you feeling even more completed this year than last year? Let me know. I would love to know. Or is this just another money grab? Or is this another uh, um sell pitch to keep you sitting still, relax, comfort, shut your mouth, be quiet, you'll be all right. Make that make sense. We're not here to do that no more. You understand? And I'm gonna keep saying that. And every time a black person come talk to me about this European, look at the maps. Who put this map together? Europeans. Look, go on the website. Who website is that? Europeans. Read the book. Who book is that? European. We're not doing that. It's either you're gonna expose or you're gonna keep the door closed. Because we already know that a lot of these niggas done sold their soul. You sold your soul to Jesus. You sold your soul to religion. You sold your soul to Islam. You sold your soul to Christianity. You sold your soul to Judaism. You sold your soul to Bantuism. You sold your soul. I ain't sell mine. My soul is for El Kebulan. That's where that's the origin of it. That's where it belongs. My soul is for the creators. That's the origin of it. That's where it belongs. My soul is for the ancestors, and not just the ancestors that I'm talking about, my actual ancestors from the very beginning to me right now. My soul belongs to them. My soul does not belong into nobody's religion. Y'all niggas could miss me with the foo-foo. And I'm going to stand on that until I can't stand no more. We don't give a damn about no Christianity. Let me say it with all seriousness. Nigga, F Judaism, F Christianity, F Islam, F the Bantuism, F all of that. If it's not uplifting the El Kebulan people, if it's not connecting us back to our El Kebulan roots that can be documented and proven to trace back thousands of years, whether it's through oral tradition or with writings, if it's not that, I don't want it. Do not give me no assumptions. Do not give me no insertions. Do not give our people that. Do not come on the internet to come give us the same GED ideologies that Creflo Dollars is giving us. TD Snakes take over all these people. We don't want that. And anybody that's still supporting that sit still doctrine, my nigga, you need help. Y'all need help. Because you're going to watch this world burn. You're going to watch this world get washed away, and nobody's going to be saved. There's not going to be an exodus for you. It's not going to be an exodus for them. Every time, brothers be like, yeah, man, we speaking to people in the land, and something happens. Why? The ancestors is not going to let that happen, bro. You can keep trying over and over and over and over and over again. The ancestors will not let that happen. There's a worldwide cleansing going on in this earth. Religion is being removed on this earth. How dare you think you about to bring religion back to the land? You see what Abraham is doing out there? You think you about to come over there? Where you going to rest at? Where you going to set up at? What you going to preach? People over there burning the biblos right now as we speak. Where you going to preach? Where you going to stand at? Who you going to ride with? Who you going to call on? You going to call on the Father in the land where polytheism is fully functionable? I just listen. I just showed the video. True word. True word. Where you gonna stand? When you ready to rise up, you know where to find us. You know, we outside with it. It's your brother, man, from the motherland. Got to get myself ready, man. I gave you guys way too much time. But anyway, it's your brother, man, from the motherland, coming to you guys live. I felt entitled to give you guys this. I've been MIA for a couple of days. I don't want you guys to feel like Jones is, shying away. I don't run from nobody. I don't run from nothing. I want it all. It is what it is. You understand? You niggas could like it. You could recite it. You could delete it. But you ain't gonna complete it if you don't connect back to your ancestral El Kebulan roots. It's your brother, man, from the motherland. Came to you guys live. Once again, continue supporting. If it's your first time, hope it's not your last time. It's your second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth time. That means I'm still on your mind. That means we're still on that grind. That means we're still on. It's about that time. Time for what? Time for you guys to go get yours, because I'm on that journey to go get mine. It's your brother, man. I'ma holla.